Hello and welcome to your astrology and spirituality overview for Monday, the 8th of February. Welcome to a brand new week. What is happening with the astrology this week?
Well, today the moon's in Capricorn, which is its weakest part of its journey, and so it can make us a little bit more concerned with the more material plane, being quite sensible about resources. But also the sun is very close to the retreating Mercury. Now, Mercury retrograde gets a really bad press, doesn't it? When you speak to serious astrologers, they do have a different perspective of Mercury retrograde. Yes, there are some things we can't control, such as the distribution system, postage, anything to do with technology. Trusted appliances do tend to pack up. We do tend to find that there's glitches that we can't control, but it's also a time to solve. So Mercury is exalted in the sign of Aquarius. It governs the second 10 degrees of the sign. Each sign has 30 degrees. So if you're born in the second 10 degrees of Aquarius, you're a much more Mercury influenced person, which means that you think on your feet, you're very agile with your ideas. So the sun coming together, even with the retreating Mercury, suggests that something around communication can be important for all of us today, for personkind. So there could be a big announcement. There may be some kind of push to work more collaboratively or cooperatively. We've had a person working here today who's volunteering to give COVID vaccine jabs. So there's no pay involved in it, but it's through the British Red Cross, and it is actually a collaborative venture. They're looking for 30,000 people, I think, to help. So that's a wonderfully Aquarian thing that he's doing, joining together with others to help others. So some kind of organisation, thinking, some kind of directive, some kind of communication can remind us of our connectivity to others today. So here's Elisa with the cards.
Thank you so much. So today we are using the Gaia Mother Earth Oracle cards. Just while you were talking then, I was thinking, for me, Mercury retrograde, anything to do with RE, anything that has RE in the word, has always been a good thing for me to do in Mercury retrograde. So redecorate, retreat, reconnect,
love it,
rest. So if we're wondering about what we can do, what could be a great thing to do in Mercury retrograde, just think RE and you know that you're pretty well good to go.
Oh, fantastic that concept.
Because it is about starting something or finishing something that has already begun, in other words. So the card that comes up today is Sacred Heart. It's actually the image that is on the back of all these cards. So it's like the main one. And it says passion, love, spiritual communion. This is a coming together of souls, of energy. We could see this in a romantic context where we have that lovely connection with another person in a romantic way. This could also be a friendship where we feel that we're very safe with somebody else, that we can really trust their opinion. It is about those connections, and connections aren't just things that help us through life, although they do. They are spiritual connections. Everybody, I believe, that comes into our life, they have a reason because they uncover something maybe about us. They uncover a way of thinking. Even those connections that can be a little bit more difficult really can help us to learn massive things about our own spiritual journey. So that whole Sacred Heart idea, it makes me think very much of that Christ consciousness, that Christ heart, where it is about an inpouring of love, gratitude, and just honouring our lives here.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. And of course the sign of Aquarius is governed, well, the glyph is the water carrier. Why is an air sign governed by the glyph of the water carriers? Because it's linked intrinsically to baptism, and baptism is about higher ideals. So Aquarius is not so much about material success, it's more about the motivation that we have that's a bit purer, that we're aspiring to something that connects us to others. So I do think that card fits brilliantly well with the Mercury retrograde with the sun. But I love what Elisa said about rest, relax, retreat, all the REs. That's absolutely fabulous. Well, Thank you again for joining us, and all the best for this new week. Please check out your free daily horoscope below. But for now, from the RE team,
It's goodbye from him.
and it's goodbye from her. Goodbye.